Wow, looks like Sylvan Library is not in Chronicles. I must have misquoted that the other day in one of my videos. Thank you for those of you who busted my balls and wanted to tell me in a very rude way how unprofessional I am for not deleting this video or the previous video because I misquoted something. To all of you who have a question in regards to why I said what I did, it was a mistake. That's all I gotta say. We all make mistakes. You know, you should probably ask yourselves, have you guys made a mistake and missaid something? And also my mistake about the quoting of Sylvan Library as a Chronicles card. It was supposed to be a 4th edition card. I actually corrected that mistake by posting on responding to every comment immediately, and I edited in my description in that video acknowledging the error. I kept the video for those of you who think I'm unprofessional about it because the message is still there. The message to the people that don't understand what it was when some person is trying to sell fake cards, you have to expose that. That was the message. It wasn't that Daniel Chang misquoted Chronicles or 4th edition, white border, whatever the hell it is, it doesn't really matter. All right, so let's get on to real business because for those of you who really care about facts and figures, let's talk about Unlimited. Yes, Unlimited. I had a comment from one of the subscribers on one of my videos who asked about Unlimited. Is that a good budget investment? Tell me your thoughts. It's actually a video that I wanted to talk about down the road, but I figured I would accelerate it and obviously correlate Chronicles. Did the Moxes and Power 9 get reprinted in Chronicles? Wait a second, hold on a second. Let me check. Oh, no, I was wrong. Yes. Do not post in the comments below that I didn't know that. I'm just kidding, guys. I knew that one. All right, so let's talk about Unlimited. Unlimited is the 3rd core set for Magic the Gathering. It is the only white border set that has Power 9. That's real, by the way. It also has the dual lands. It has basically everything that Beta has but white border. What's really nice about Unlimited is that the colors look really beautiful. There's some really deep colors with the white border. It actually comes out, some of the saturated colors look really nice. So if you guys like really beautiful cards with white border and the art coming through, I think it actually looks really, really beautiful. Some of you guys don't like Unlimited because of the fact that it is blinding your eyes while you guys play. But I guess I can see that, but who cares? It's Magic, right? But Unlimited is one of those fascinating things. I believe there's about 40 million cards ever printed, probably like 10,000 or so rares. You could look that all up in Wikipedia. What's really fascinating about Unlimited for me is that as an investment, I think it's a good entry point. I think it's good for people that really don't know, what they really want to do in terms of their investment, allocation. They want to get into something, collect something. I think it's good to do that. I mean, honestly, if you're not sure, I think the 3rd core set of Magic the Gathering, I think it's a good opportunity. Now, I will tell you guys that, I will say this again, when you buy something like Unlimited or any set, you need to make sure that your personal life funds are in order. That's the first step. The second step is that Unlimited is one of those where you're going to be competing with a lot of people that have the cards. So when the supply is like all the way up in the sky, I mean, 10,000 rares, it's a lot of rares, guys. Not like 100,000 rares for revised, but still a lot of rares. So when you're competing with that many rares, you're, disrupting Scepter Unlimited. While you might think you have 50 of them, that's a lot, a good investment. It's not, because there's so many people that have, even more possibly. And also you need to have the market depth of people buying them. You know, that's the thing is when you have something of a collectible, you have to have supply and demand, right? That's the common thing. Demand, where's this demand coming from? Old school Magic players, sure I need 4 of some of them. Collectors, I want to make a set. People that grade cards, collectors, some investors, and then there's some people hoarding specific cards, etc. But that's the thing. Where else is the demand? I mean, 10,000 rares, that's a lot of cards. Now, you have the dual lands, which is great. But what's interesting about Unlimited is that the dual lands for the white border kind of look like the revised. They're much prettier, but the prices are much more expensive in some cases, nearly double on some of them. Like Unlimited Underground Sea, mint condition, could cost you about $700, right? For a revised, $200, $300, right? So you're paying double for the same white border card. You might as well, in a way, save up for a beta version, you know, if you want to go for more of an investment. Now, Unlimited to me is also one of those things where people call it, you know, like the poor man's Power 9. I would actually disagree with that in some way. I think the mint quality cards are going to do really well in the future. And I feel like Unlimited is undervalued for the mint quality cards because of this reason. Follow me. There was actually a printing defect on Unlimited cards. On the back of Unlimited cards, even on the front too, there's like a horizontal line. And I've seen some vertical, but mostly horizontal, where basically there's this imprinted line that's almost like a binder ding, not really a binder ding, but it's a line, where it affected the surface of the card. This was very well known in Unlimited, and actually a lot of the cards, I'm not even sure the exact percentage, but I would say from my, you know, actually opening packs of Unlimited, actually buying Unlimited, I would say at least, you know, 1 out of 10 to 2 out of 10, you know, has that line situation. From a grading position, that would automatically make that card an 8, depending on how long the line is, how deep it is, maybe even a 9 if it's really thin. So I would be very careful to, you know, judge Unlimited as, hey, that's a poor man's investment, because the rarity of mint cards, that is, are very hard to find. That makes gem mint cards even more valuable, in my opinion. Now, the population of the cards has gone up a lot, exploded, because of the fact that there's a lot of them. But another factor of Unlimited that's really unique is the fact that the cards can yellow. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but when a white border card like Unlimited, look at your Unlimited cards, you'll notice that there's yellowing and fading that could happen with Unlimited cards. And that's very predominant with white border cards. Beta, Alpha, the black border cards don't really have that problem, you know, because they're black border. Other thing is the white border causes an issue with black, you know, that crappy grime, that playware. And especially back in the day, there were no sleeves. So that caused, you know, really disgusting, like greenish, you know what I'm talking about, right? You just Google Unlimited cards, look at the heavily played cards, they're absolutely disgusting. But, you know, that was one of the things that occurs when you have white border cards. The black specks even imprint onto the card, and it cause, you know, almost like molding in some cases, like a bunch of zits, freckles. So that is something you don't find in black border cards because of that white border really pops out. So because of those condition situations, Unlimited actually presents to you a very unique, you know, investment, you know, opportunity. Because the mint quality cards, because of yellowing, the line, the print line, the manufacturer defect, and also the grime, it's something that, you know, the population of 10,000 rares probably is maybe half of that, you know, who knows, right? So it actually becomes, you know, maybe it's, you know, the mint quality cards are as much as beta, you know, which, you know, that's pretty rare, right? That's a pretty rare investment. So I think what's going against Unlimited is that white border. People don't really want, excuse me, white border cards. I think it's one of those things like, well, I don't want a white border in my deck. So most people that have money, who are collectors or players, they don't want to have a white border Unlimited deck. But collectors will still buy Unlimited because it's one of the highest, it's like the first entry-level core set for Magic people buy. And I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. And I personally think, you know, as a business person too, that there is investment for room to run for the mint quality cards. Now let's talk about the played cards for Unlimited. I think the played cards for Unlimited are going to have a hard time growing. Main reason why is there's a lot of them. And people that really want to pay a premium don't want to buy white border, number one. Number two, they also don't want to buy played, number two. And number three, set collectors don't buy those other two combinations. So you're missing out on three metrics that are really key for a successful increasing set value. Now, what's going for it though is Power 9 and out-of-play cards, like Psionic Blast, or Word of Command, Chaos Orb. There's a lot of old school cards, fun factor, feel-good cards that are in there. So, I personally like Unlimited because of the way it looks. I think it's really pretty. It's a nice set. Other people may not like it. So the question really you may ask yourself is, do I really have the capital to invest in old school Magic or vintage cards? And if you only are in the borderline of investing, number two, Unlimited would probably be a good way to start. But what do you do? How much money do you need? Well, Unlimited is going to cost you for a set at least $10,000, probably up to $20,000 for a better condition quality. I'd probably say you're probably looking at $15,000 to $20,000 for a decent quality set. $10,000 is when you're talking, more of like some of the Power 9, some of the duels, and played mix and match. But really to get the entire set and to get a quality set, I would probably allocate about $20,000. Now, the question is Unlimited going to run higher at that price level? I would say yes. If it's a mint quality condition set, I think it has room for doubling in the next, 5, 10, maybe 20 years. It could double, triple the value because it has the Power 9. It's the entry level point. Now, if you talk about played Power 9 though, like Mox Ruby, for example, or Mox Pearl, that's heavily played. At the levels at like $500 to $700 for a heavily played card of that kind, it might go to $1,000 in 20 years, maybe $1,200, but I don't think it's gonna, skyrocket. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna go 3 times, 4 times, like a mint quality example could. So you gotta think about that kind of stuff. You gotta think about, supply, demand, and also, your entire portfolio when you collect that stuff. I hope this kind of gets some type of thought process in your head. Should I buy Unlimited? Now, one of the things I've noticed though is people that buy into Unlimited tend to not really have the ability to hold on to the set and experience growth. That's the problem, is that people who buy Unlimited always think it's going to go up again, or they really don't care if it goes up. They just feel good, enjoy collecting a set. You have to understand that you're going to get disappointed if you're not able to hold on to any kind of collection. Maybe Alpha, Beta, Unlimited, Arabian Nights, any of the cards really. If you're not willing to go through the test of time and invest through time, you're going to lose regardless. And that Unlimited is definitely one of those. I do think the old school Magic cards for Unlimited have gone up really high. I would be warned. I'm warning you guys that Mana Vault, Wheel of Fortune, Sinkhole, those type of things, Icy Manipulator. They're going up because of the demand for old school Magic and collecting, but I think those are going to have a hard time growing. Those will probably maybe grow 10, 20 years from now, maybe 25% higher. Who knows, right? Those have gone up so high already, right? Their demand really is based off the format and also collecting too. I may be wrong though, but you have to give some kind of foresight mindset before you buy something. And if you want to know my thought process, I would stick with Beta and Alpha first before Unlimited if you have the capital to grow in a longer direction. I think Unlimited is a good way to kind of have some type of exposure, only mint quality copies. I also think Unlimited is good if you trade up to it for modern cards or cards that have already run up really high. I also think Unlimited is good for the dual lands. I think that if you ditch your revised dual lands and get Unlimited, there's an opportunity for that to grow versus spending the larger capital on like a beta volcanic island. So you have kind of a range. Like you have revised, unlimited, and beta and alpha, or I'm sorry, beta for the volcanics. I kind of feel like, if you're gonna go, I definitely feel like unlimited's better for the volcanics than the revised, but I also think that the beta is so high in the price point, not everybody can reach that capital. It's a nice middle ground. All right, guys, so I hope this video kind of makes sense. I apologize for people who got offended of the fact that I mixed up 4th edition Sylvan Library with Chronicles. I will be posting that follow-up video here this week in relationship to the guess what cards are fake video that I posted last week, and the answers will be coming up this week. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Remember, GP Vegas, for God's sake. GP Vegas, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to go to the craps table and open some revised booster packs? What do you guys think with Rudy? No one cares what I'm saying right now. They're just like, damn, the odds of you opening revised booster packs and getting a dual land are like 1 in, I don't know, a million, right? I mean, it's not happening. It's really difficult. But with Rudy, it could happen, right? It could be on camera. You guys come and visit him at GP Vegas 2017 at our table, the vintagemagic.com table. He wants to see you guys. Make sure you go to our landing page below, find out all the specials, and we're gonna have tons of promotion coming up. Happy Memorial Day, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys later this week. Take care.